Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy.
And I'm Lucas.
And welcome back to the Patch channel. And today we're going to be reviewing the Gamesense Radar Gaming Mousepad. And this mousepad is going for $20 to $50 depending on the size of the mousepad that you get. We got the very large. We got the very large one, and it pretty much covers the entire desk. You know, so you can put your keyboard on top of the mousepad with your mouse on the right side or left side if you're left-handed. So if you guys do want to get it, we'll leave a link in the description box. And also, as always, if you guys want to follow us on Twitch, our Twitch channel is right over here. But anyways, here on the bottom of the mousepad, we got some rubber with like pretty much the same grooves, man. I feel like every single mousepad has the same grooves, like with this like herringbone traction pattern.
Yeah,
the traction is really good on this.
Yeah, the tractionis is important.
Tractionis, exactly. So we didn't have any issues with the mousepad slipping or anything.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fat mousepad too, so like it's not really gonna move.
Exactly. And around the perimeter of the mousepad, we got some stitching, which is pretty standard nowadays. It prevents fraying and all that. It is not flush with the mousepad though. So if you, I mean, you're never gonna go, like you need to lower your sense if you're going over with this size mousepad.
If you got a 3XL and you're still going over the edge,
yeah,
you gotta rethink your DPI.
Oh my god, you know. But like if you do though, or I guess if you get a smaller size, then you'll definitely notice the mouse kind of hitting the stitches. You'll definitely notice the mouse kind of hitting the stitching, and so that kind of sucks. But we never really had a problem with that because of the size of this mousepad. All right, moving on to the actual meat of the review, and how is the feel of this mousepad?
Very smooth, very smooth to the touch. It is a buttery mousepad. Now that's not to be confused with speed. It's not the fastest pad we've ever tried. In fact, I would say it's more on the slower controlled side of things.
And for me personally, like I'm a speed demon. I like to have my mouse pads very quick. But I actually enjoyed this mousepad, surprisingly. I thought I wouldn't, because when I first kind of like started trying it out, I was like, it's a little slow, but then like I got used to it. But the one thing that stuck out to me the most is that it's just how smooth this mousepad feels. And just because of that, I feel like it kind of negates like how it's not super slow, but like it's more, like Lucas said, it's more on the controlled side of things. It's not fast. It's not a fast flick or anything. So because of how smooth it was, I didn't really notice it being a little bit slower. So that felt nice. I liked it.
That is big for him to say, by the way. Yeah. He doesn't like anything like slower than his glass pad, where it's like you just touch the mouse and it just glides across the whole thing.
Zero friction, baby.
Like, yeah, like I said, this guy is just absolutely buttery. It's also humidity resistant, so you notice when you're dragging your wrist or your palm across it, I got sweaty hands. There's no issues gliding it across there, and it doesn't cause any drag, which I think is really important for precision. Again, this is marketed as a more controlled pad, and I feel like they really kind of knocked it out of the park with this guy.
Yes, and then the stitches are very close together. Actually, it's really hard to see the individual strands of string, so that's good. And as far as the foam, it's actually, there's really no foam, which is insane. It's a really thin mousepad.
Very thin mousepad.
Yeah, so you don't really feel any type of like cushion when you place your wrist on the mousepad, which kind of sucks. I like to, like on my cloth mousepads, I like to feel a little bit of something, you know, just because I like to feel a little bit more comfortable, but that's not a huge deal. That has nothing to do with performance. And then as far as the aesthetics go, we have a full-on black mousepad. You know, everything's black. And then here on the bottom right corner of the mousepad, we got the Gamesense logo. So this mousepad is a little bit more expensive than average, I would say. You know, just a little bit more pricey, but it definitely is worth it. You know, I feel like it blends a lot of control and speed together to where you get like the best of both worlds, right? So like I said, it's controlled, it's a little bit slower, but because of how smooth it is, it doesn't feel that slow. But not only that, you get good control and good stopping power, especially when you're flicking. So like Lucas said, I usually don't like slower pads, and this is not a super slow pad by any means, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
so.
I think they did something with this mousepad that is very difficult to do with mousepads in general, let alone cloth mousepads, and it stands out from the crowd, I would say.
Yeah.
Immediately when you feel this guy, you can feel how smooth it is, which is, I mean, out the gate, not too impressive. We have a lot of mouse pads that are smooth. I mean, it's made of cloth. But when you feel it glide, it's just so buttery, like unbelievably buttery. And then the stopping power on this is still good, despite it having a little bit less give to the material here. It's just a really nice mouse pad all in all, and I think it's really worth a buy. And even if you're a speed demon, I would recommend just keeping one of these around in case maybe you're having a bad day aiming or something like that.
Blame it on the mouse pad.
Blame it on the mouse pad. Why not?
Exactly.
I don't know. I blame it on my mouse sometimes, and I change mouse.
Yes, it's the RGB actually.
It is, yeah.
So you have to have Gamesense. We need an RGB mouse pad.
Yeah.
For
Then
more
it'll-
headshots.
And then it'll be a speed pad.
Yes.
The second you put RGB on, it's
Exactly.
faster.
So anyways, so this is a great mouse pad and we 100% recommend it. So that about wraps our review. Again, if you guys do want to get it, we'll leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you in the next one.